Yeah, you good?
Good afternoon, y'all. Stone Marley, sitting here with my man Budden,
Stone, what up? Periscope, what up?
chilling.
Miami, what up?
You know, came to interact with the people, do some real new inventive stuff, man. You know, off the handle. Appreciate Joe coming through, being the first one to, you know, step up to the plate and get this done. So if y'all got any questions, you know, we got a little bit of time here. So y'all let me know, at me, you know, at Joe, and you know, we here. So Joe, my first question to you, man.
All right, question number one.
How was it? You know, I often wonder this. I grew up on you know, Fab and Stat, you know what I'm saying? So I often wonder, how was it coming up in that booth, like, you know, all of y'all being so hungry, young spitters. How was that?
Well, it was great for me because I too came on listening to Fab. I'm doing an interview, Rory, what the fuck? Oh yeah, my hotel. Yeah, but I'm doing that interview across the street.
Tell Rory bring his ass across the street.
Where you at? I'm on the corner. What do you want me to do if I'm doing an interview? Because I didn't know. All right, we'll come fucking, all right, well, give me a minute, man. I'm on the corner. The corner, head up to Collins. What is this place?
It's tell him it's a Riviera. It's the other side. Tell him you're on the same 20.
Don't you move.
We live, y'all. So we doing all this right off the handle. Waiting for Rory. Rory about to come across the street. Probably join us. Y'all got any questions y'all want to ask Joe? Y'all holler at me. Give a shout out to my man Bishop holding me down.
Okay. There. Where we? Oh yeah. So no, it was great for me because I too listened to Fab on the mixtapes. I was familiar with Muggs from Clue. So meeting these guys that could spit and not really being proven as far as I was confident in my shit, but how people receive you is different.
Definitely.
So you don't know that as a 20, 21-year-old. So it was always great.
Definitely.
Ripping with niggas that could rip.
Definitely.
What's up, bro?
What's up, Rory?
I know, fuck
Good
you.
morning, Bishop.
Fuck your interview.
Stone Marley. What's up? We got Rory in the building, y'all.
Fuck Rory.
Rory, we live on the timeline. They might start cussing you out and at you stuff.
Okay, so it's like normal. So just give me 5 minutes.
Alright. So like, it's a lot of the fans, they asked me, one of the questions they hit me about was All of Me. You know, one of your legendary songs. 7 minutes of straight beats. Which is there. So what was the meaning? What was the purpose behind that? Like, you know, everybody want to know what was the feeling at that moment when you made that song.
Bent. Just a bent. Just classic bent.
We live, y'all.
That nigga girl's underrated. But it was the bent. Tell me it's not underrated. You gotta look at that girl. It was just a bent. We had done Moon Music 3 and we was damn near finished. I said, don't say I'm done. Like there was no long story that detailed what was currently happening. There was a lot of shit happening between the Rand beat, between it was just a lot happening.
Yeah, we hear it in that music.
Yeah, it needed to be documented. So I did.
Nipples out?
Who got the nipples out?
Bernice got her nipples out, y'all.
Bernice is great.
My bad.
Nah, you good.
Let's zoom in here.
The depressing,
Hey,
depressing shit you was talking about.
it's a nice nipple.
Yeah.
Nice nipple.
Alright, so my man Hovain wanted me to ask you this one question. Hov wanted to know personally, how did you get ahead of the curve when the internet really exploded? You know, before everybody started with the Twitter and podcast and all that. You was ahead of the curve.
Pure luck, Hovain. Hovain was nothing but luck. And I didn't look smart until the rest of the niggas came along. So,
But you really was ahead of that shit. Though.
well, in any business, foresight is important.
Definitely.
So whether you in the music business, whether you in the stocks, whatever you into, you would want to know what your business, or what the climate projects to be like in 5 years or whatever. And shit, when hip hop wasn't in the streets, it had to migrate somewhere.
Definitely.
So
It's a good platform.
I would think.
Good platform.
Thanks, Tony.
Definitely. Transitions with you and Banks.
Yep.
One of the hardest songs, 2016. Banks personally my favorite rapper. You know, I love Banks.
Good favorite rapper. I like Banks.
Yeah,
a lot.
I personally think y'all, you know, bar for bar, I got a lot in common.
We do.
So how did that record transpire? Like, you know, did Banks send you that joint, or like how did that? Because it just seemed like y'all was in the booth when y'all made it. It seemed like y'all was going bar for bar or something.
Yo, to be honest, man, Lloyd Banks is such a recluse, man. No, I haven't had a chance to get in the actual same studio with him.
Yeah.
And until he texted me and asked me to do the joint, I didn't know that he was alive as well. Because when that nigga disappears, he disappears.
Yeah,
You don't hear from him.
Definitely. Imagine how I feel.
Yeah,
That's my favorite rapper.
favorite rapper.
Yeah,
So, but you got to feel great now.
No,
You put that project out there, you put another one out.
Yeah.
It don't sound like he's stopping. I'm waiting on my verse. Banks, timely
Banks.
fashion. So.
Banks, we need that verse, Banks, please.
But he hit me, and he's one of my favorite rappers too. So anytime
I like
he
mature Banks.
I like
That
mature
project was very mature.
Yeah, it definitely was.
It was.
Yeah, the first one he did with drama was like that too. You know what I mean? But this one was definitely a lot of growth.
Banks seems to be in a very good place.
Yeah, please.
So let me ask you another question. You think
Joe, correct.
How you doing, sir?
All right.
My man.
you think a lot of rappers take your honesty in your music, like you won't body them, like you won't take the microphone and just flip it around. Like I think they hear your honesty. That's how I think they don't think that you will body them on the mic sometimes.
No,
Do you think they take that for granted?
No, I think they know.
Yeah.
I think they know, but in hip hop, where it's based off you being an egomaniac and having so much machismo, you're not really allowed to admit that ever.
Yeah.
I don't think if a nigga don't want to rap with me, it's not because he's gauging for my honesty in the songs. A lot of these niggas probably they're not even probably familiar with my catalog, but they know I go. So when you weigh them, is the risk worth the reward?
Yeah.
No, it's probably not worth it to call out that fucking nigga that's not gonna stop.
Yeah.
You know, it's not a good idea.
Yeah, definitely. Like, Ice told me he made you stop, but you know.
Well, everybody made me stop.
Yeah.
Everybody that knew me, Royce and Ice, Roy, if you knew me, you would hit me like, all right, stop, you beat a dead horse. But I like beating dead horse.
I mean, I think sometimes you got to state your claim.
That's a nice tie, sir.
Thank you.
So what's your favorite project? You know, out of all the ones that you made.
Rage in the Machine out right this very second. Make sure you go and pick that up.
Definitely.
Streaming on your iTunes. My favorite project will probably always be my debut, because it's your debut.
Debut, yeah.
And you get your whole life to make it.
Your debut wasn't normal though. Your debut did things. A lot of people don't understand that.
Well, on my debut, you know, the song Walk With Me is applicable from that point up until now. 10 minutes. Like, there's songs on there that I'll never be able to remake or match that vibe. So
Definitely.
I'm going to go with that. Then I'm going to always go with whatever the current album is, so Rage in the Machine. And then I'll go to one of the new musics, probably 3 or 4 or 2.
Speaking of Rage in the Machine, Idols is an amazing joint.
Well, you should appreciate Idols because you're of age and you know a little bit about hip hop.
Definitely.
So the people that are of age, even the people that I shouted out in the song, like Chuck D tweeted about it. Fucking MC Search tweeted about it. Premier Keith tweeted about it.
I wish G-Rap had a Twitter.
Yeah, for
He's
real.
such a damn legend.
Yeah, so I mean, somebody else texted me about it that I can't say, but I mean that song in particular for the people who are old enough to really appreciate watching where hip hop has come from. It's hard, and that beat flip, A-Rap, Tomorrow, Tevin.
Yeah, that joint is crazy. That joint is definitely a legend.
That was one of the songs I was anxious for other people to hear.
So out of like you and Hove history, have you and Hove ever like linked after all the bars and exchanges that y'all had, or you gave them? Have y'all ever spoken after that? Like it's been like,
No,
pick it up?
we've never spoken after that.
And I asked you that because I heard the appreciation that you gave him on Idols. You know, I see you gave him his props. You know what I'm saying?
I did.
And you know, I think that's a lot of people they don't get about you. Like you know, you're a fan of people, but that don't mean you won't go at them. And I respect that for you because you don't take that bias out of that.
Yeah,
know
you
what I'm saying?
shouldn't take like rap beats and music and rap shit like that personal, not as a competitor anyway.
Yeah.
Me and Hov have never spoken, but I think that Hov hears everything. So
Definitely.
I wouldn't be shocked if
One day it happens.
yeah, I wouldn't be shocked at all. God willing, if I'm alive long enough and if I'm still nice enough, that would be great. If I'm whack, I'm not doing jumping on song. Fuck it.
Yeah. I don't think whack gonna happen no time soon.
Royce is different. What's he?
So do you think you get your credit as being the guy that ushered in that emo style of rap?
No way.
Because it was the emo style with the bars, and a lot of people I feel don't understand that you help usher that in, help make that comfortable with MCs beforehand.
Unfortunately, Joe Budden is never going to get credit for anything that Joe Budden does. I can invent something right here that the world needs.
Ice tell me that all the time.
I'm not going to get credit for shit.
Yeah.
When I'm dead and gone, I'll give you some credit.
Yeah.
I'll be in heaven flipping and buried.
But I think your fan base, the following that you have, every city you go to represents who you are, though.
I'm fortunate enough that in all my rebelliousness throughout the years, I've curated a loyal fan base.
Definitely.
To where I'm able to flip the bird and kind of do what the fuck I want and still pay the bills.
Yeah,
or some of the bills.
Definitely. Definitely. So if it was one rapper that you would have to state, like, you know, who really made you want to pick up a microphone and do this?
Yeah, right. I heard too many rappers.
Heard too many rappers.
Yeah, it
wasn't just one.
No. Yeah. I mean, if I have to name one, I would probably name LL.
Yeah.
If I had to name one.
Yeah.
But it was way too many. I was so amazed at.
You see my discussion on Twitter about the legend?
I wouldn't watch no discussion on Twitter. Why would I listen to Twitter talk about LL? I don't. That's you and y'all.
Yeah, because I know you hit me the other day. You was like,
Stone,
that's you and that shit.
Why?
He said, I don't even know why you addressed him.
What is the point of talking hip hop on Twitter? I wish I would.
Yeah, you right.
Are you talking about when Chuck D said that
he should be
LL should be in the Hall of Fame? Disrespect to Tupac.
No,
I mean the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
He definitely should be though.
Of course he should be. If you're gonna put a solo act in it,
definitely.
he was right. And even if you think Chuck D is wrong, Chuck D is right.
Yeah.
Just because it's
Chuck D.
Yeah. That's how I feel.
Chuck D's a legend.
Yeah, that is how I feel.
He's a legend. Well, my last question, you know, on the night. I just want to thank you again for pulling up, man.
No, thank you.
You know what I'm saying? This is something I'm trying to start, get live with the people, do some real live
Who are
things.
you going to try to get next, though? Because you can't stop it.
Nah, I'm not stopping, because once I start with you, I'm going. So that you gave me that, and when I hit you, I'm in the crib, I'm smoking, I'm high as shit. I told you, I'm high as fuck. I said, come in here, and I said, you know, I got this idea, and you know, I appreciate you, man to man. You know what I'm saying? For one, I appreciate you for unblocking me, because we would have never got this.
Yo, you know what? Some of my favorite people on Twitter are people that I've had to unblock at some point. Like, why would I unblock this person that I enjoy?
And then I appreciate it too, because you know you're one of my favorite lyricists, so I appreciate you stepping ahead. You know that's good. That's an honor for what I'm trying to do and establishing that with you. So
well, you're in a good spot because it's good. A lot of hip hop niggas that come through
come
Florida.
in. Yeah, definitely.
So that's number one.
Definitely.
Number two, I'd love it. Both of y'all came to the show.
Definitely.
It'll be a late start, but whatever. I'll put you guys on the list.
Definitely. I appreciate
we sold out and all that. You want to be on the list?
Nah, bro.
You're not coming?
Why would I go to a Joe Budden show?
I don't know, bro.
What's up with Imani, man?
Imani's here.
He's here?
Yeah, he's here.
Songs about her, you know, it's a fucking classic.
You should review Imani.
We talk. I tell them all the time about that album. I can sing most of them songs word for word. Songs about her is fucking amazing.
You should get Imani backstage too.
Yeah, definitely. I'm with that.
And at least keep that in the cut.
Keep that in the cut, definitely. Yeah, because he's definitely, you know, I want to see him do another one soon. You know what I mean?
He got something coming. He got something coming soon. I don't know when he gonna put it out, but he got something coming.
But I appreciate you for pulling up, man. Roy, appreciate you for pulling up.
Yeah.
Much more success with the podcast and everything. You know what I'm saying? And we make it happen, man.